Uh, uh, that's freaking hurt. In many of these instances, the only thing that prevented people from hurting me is the fact that I was recording. These officers, even the ones with body cameras, pretty well acted with impunity because they know all they got to do is say mentally ill, mentally ill, mentally ill, mentally ill. Victimized through the system. Your guilt is already assumed. It's their word versus yours. They called you mentally ill. Doesn't matter how much evidence you have. They called you mentally ill. People think it's okay for them to record me, but not okay for me to record them. They think it's okay to threaten, harass, and intimidate me, but I should just have to take it. The reason these predators got away with doing all these things that they've done is because there was no friend or family member there for my protection. And I'm not legally allowed to protect myself, apparently. See, here's the thing about girls playing drama and cops not doing their jobs. Women and their friends will destroy a man's life, and when he has a mental fucking breakdown, what do you do? Slap him with a protection order. Look, he's volatile. No, he's not. You're fucking volatile and you're evil, and so are the fucking cops for helping you get away with it. The evidence needs to be seen. God damn it. Why are they sending me to these places that aren't helping? They're not helping. If I have to go alone, they're going to blow me off, get their billing, and set another one up for next week. Well, ain't much battery on either one of these, but I'm gonna try to use this one. It does have a camera on it. It's just not a live feed. That's good though, because it's not going to be splotchy. I hope it's just the thing's almost dead, you know. Wonder how much battery there is. All right, got this one recording. At least it's something I can do. The problem is when I've got to talk to these people, I have to talk to them alone in a panic attack. I need someone to help explain it. I need someone to be there to help explain it instead of exploit my disabilities. See, I'm trying to turn predators, and instead of listening to the victim, listening to the person who knows what's going on, they sell a narrative over the top of me. Forcing a disabled person, a disabled at-risk adult, to go public with this stuff is immoral and unconscionable. This should not ever happen to anyone. Natalie Bollinger would still be alive if police did their jobs. Oh my God, are you working?
Huh?
Are you working?
No, I'm not. I'm hardly working at all.
Yeah, I noticed you got boxes in your hand. Sorry, I gotta put that in my pocket. I'm recording on my YouTube channel right now.
Ah.
Yeah, I recorded literally every service here. I've got recorded at least 4 times for the one that I went to the least. They all broke the laws, mandated reporters, as I knew they would, because I had to go in alone. I've asked everybody that I know here if they will go in with me, and nobody has. But now I've got enough to show the entire county is literally sending us to their friends and stuff to have them do all the things that mandated reporters are literally taught not to do.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of making the safety of the victim and the evidence the most important thing, they're putting us at risk by sending us around in a circle, telling
But why
us
aren't
it's
they
everybody
helping you? I
else's
don't
job.
understand.
They're not helping me because there's no friends or family members. They can blow me off easily like I'm nothing. That's why they're not helping me. They're sending me to do things that I'm not capable of doing for myself, and because I'm not capable of doing those things for myself, they capitalize on it.
So even though you don't have a friend or family, you're supposed to be appointed somebody from a counselor or
But they're not doing that job. Instead, they're committing Medicare and Medicaid fraud by having us set up with therapy appointments instead of doing their mandated reporter job by turning it in to law enforcement and to the adult protective services right away. That's what the law states right away. All of them are lying to me and claiming that it's everybody else's job. No, this is every mandated reporter's job. I was assaulted at the hospital for trying to get them to do their jobs. I had to go alone.
then maybe you need to get a hold of
It doesn't matter who I get a hold of without a friend or
like
family
the
member.
news
They won't
stations or
listen. I've done that. They won't listen without a friend or family member. The term mentally ill means that I have no rights.
Really?
Yeah, I've been explaining that on my channel for 6 years. That's part of what I'm showing on my channel is that everywhere that you tell me to call, I've called. The reason that they don't help, and everybody asks that, well, why won't the police help? Well, first of all, because they don't have to unless there's a friend or family there. You know, they're going to brush it off. The court
Regardless if you have
capitalize
a
on it.
friend or family or not, it should not matter if you have a friend or family because a person
Should
needs to
not,
have
but
somebody.
the thing is, all right, are you more likely to be abused when you're alone or when you're with somebody?
It depends because you can be abused in both.
Right. Well,
Both
let's say
situations.
somebody's going to mug you. All right. Are they more likely to mug you when you're with somebody or when you're by yourself? Statistically, it's when you're by yourself.
But it can be in both.
Right. And see,
both
that's the thing is that we
situations.
need to pay attention to what is actually happening instead of the whole situation that everybody does where it's like, oh, well, you know, you're telling me about a specific situation. You have a very high likelihood of being victimized this way, and that's why they're supposed to do their jobs. But instead of focusing on that and the fact that that is why they're getting away with it, we're going to focus on, oh, well, you know, there's a 5% chance, you know, there's these situations over here that are a little bit different. Like, yeah, sure, when you go to a police officer, you're, as a male, 96% of those killed by police officers are males. So that statistic is important when combined with the fact that you're being sent to police officers that you're trying to turn in. And the fact that these agencies are predators, and it's recorded. 100 people here tell me, you know, it shouldn't matter. It does matter because people are going to victimize you if you have to do it alone. They're going to talk over you. They're going to sell that narrative. They're going to try to break it apart instead of listening to what you're saying. They're going to not look at the evidence and just judge it based on your words. And when you have a communication disability like autism, and they make the situation incredibly complicated, it may seem like I'm speaking clearly, but I'm really not. I mean, there's just too much to go through. And then I don't get to go through how all of this affects me, which they're supposed to take into account because they're busy shooting everything down before I finish even getting to tell them what the details are or why it affects me the way it does. It's a lot of people taking advantage of the fact that I go in alone, and they're also sending me to their friends. I mean, literally telling me that they're sending me to their friends at an agency that I've already been to, and their friend is somebody that is on my list of people that I'm trying to turn in. I've been sent to every single service in a circle since I got here. Same thing in the Dalles, Oregon, everywhere. And then I also record the fact that I'm the one out here stuck in a parking lot that it's illegal for me to stay in, being messed with by tweakers every night or almost every night. And I am so nice to them. But then people want to pretend like I'm a tweaker. I am scared 24/7 of the tweakers, the homeless people, and the mandated reporters. I have had multiple mandated reporters snap at me, scream at me, yell at me, lie to me over. All of them have lied to me. And the point is that even knowing that I'm aware of the law, self-advocacy doesn't work for us. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm gonna get something to eat. That's what I come here for almost. There's a lot of people that know what's going on. You know, the thing is, you know, they're right that it shouldn't matter, but all of them know that this. Anyway, you get to hear those. A lot of people said that they would, but it's always, they never follow through. It's always they can't take a look, so they don't know what to speak up about. A lot of these people that are getting railroaded themselves, they don't record anything. They just believe what they're told and they leave with their frustration. And then they just vent it to people instead of doing something about it. See, that's the problem with being a homeless person. A homeless disabled man. You are easily dismissed by literally everyone, including the other victims. And when you're telling their story, you help turning it in. And they're busy telling you a story to compare stories.
He was next, sorry. Come on over here. Sorry, I didn't mean to step in front of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. 269.
I literally just walked out to my car. My wallet.
No,
You're good.
let me get it. Let me get it for you. You lost your card in here?
No, it's in my wallet and it's in my car. I went out there to grab my wallet.
You know, it's like trying to remember these things, you know. They're always in my car, you know, and then I'm paying for the bags, you know.
Okay, 1731. There's 10, 15, 16, 17. Okay, there you go. Oh. Okay, John.
All right, let's do this.
So, yeah, Dallas was gonna message me, but he didn't. That's, it's not that I don't fucking try. The law says they're supposed to care about the evidence. When I was abused, I went to my friends and family members for help. I went to the services for help. I jumped through all those services for help, and they still didn't help. They did nothing about the abuse. That did not stop. But you think that Tim Beeson stopped fucking threatening me just because I got into fucking housing? You think I could magically go and see my friends in Boulder, Colorado just because I got housing? You think people stop making fake accounts to harass me on the internet over just because I got housing? You think people just stopped exploiting my disabilities just because I got housing? You think police that I had to turn in are going to magically do their fucking jobs just because I got housing? You see how they talk over me, and that lady, and instead of understanding this is how it is, no, that's not the fuck how it is. That's not how it is because there's nobody there because you're easy to fucking victimize. Instead of acknowledging a fucking fact, it becomes a goddamn argument. And I'm not gonna have that. See, that's what happens when you're a retard in everybody's mind. You're just a fucking retard on the streets. These people will trade stories about the abuse they're going through, but they won't fucking turn it in. Or they'll talk about abuse from 20 years ago. They'll talk about how they can't do anything because of the stuff they're going through. No, you can. You can work together with the other victims for their safety and for yours. Everybody tries to send me to other resources. Don't do that. I have to have a friend or family member go with me to those resources, or they will say it's not their job. They will talk over me, disrespect me. Take advantage of the fact that I am alone and I cannot communicate to make every excuse not to look at the evidence by taking advantage of the fact that I am alone and I have communication disabilities. I'm told to record everything. I record it. Nobody fucking looks at it. I'm fucking overwhelmed, okay? It's not okay for them to take advantage of that.